Hello everyone. So since the day I have started my channel, many of my viewers have been asking me in comments as well as in DMs that they want to know the complete process as to how to come to Kuwait. So Kuwait offers multiple avenues where you can come to Kuwait. One of them is obviously through work visa. Second of them is family visa, and third is the visit visa. I'm not including tourist visa because many of the countries are not included by Kuwait in the tourist visa section. So we will talk about these three visas itself, and I will guide you as to how you can come to Kuwait if you are interested to work here, visit here, or if you have a family here. So let's get started. So regarding the work visa, first thing is that you have to make sure that you approach the right company, because there are a lot of fake companies around in India as well as in many other countries who claim that they will give you work visa for Kuwait, but they ask you unnecessary amount, and if you pay them, then they are gone away. So only if you think that the company is genuine, then you can initiate the application process. There are multiple types of work visa which can help you to come to Kuwait. The most common one is the engineering visa. The second of them is maid visa, there is driver visa, even the doctor visa and teacher visa is also there. So these five are the most common types of visas which you have to get if you want to work in Kuwait. So if you are able to crack the interview of the company while application process, then you will be shortlisted and you will be able to come here. Now usually this all happens through references, mostly because people know each other and they refer people who are good at work in different aspects. So if you have good connections, then you can get the job in Kuwait very easily. So if you are approaching through a company, then make sure that you know some people inside so they can help you push through your job application. So during the application process, the basic things you will need that your resume and your complete work experience in the relevant field, wherever the project is, wherever the type of job is, and all your original documents have to be attested from the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, Ministry of External Affairs, Ministry of Justice and Kuwait Embassy. This is the mandatory stuff which you need to do with your degree. If you do not have the degree and if you are coming on a maid visa or a driver visa, then whatever documents you have to submit to the company which they ask you to do so. Mind you that when you begin the application process for Kuwait, it will take a lot of amount for you to get the stuff attested. It is not a cheap thing. For every file you need to get attested, you will have to pay around 8,000 to 10,000 rupees, and it will take around 2 to 3 months for the attestation to be finished. Now coming to engineer visa, how engineer visa can be applied and how you can work as an engineer in Kuwait. Mainly in Kuwait, there are multiple companies who deal with oil and gas sector like Kuwait Oil Company, KGOC, KNPC, KIPIC. So these are the K companies. If you get enlisted in them, they have their separate procedure. They will call you for the interview, they will check all your documents, and they will ask you to move forward. Initially KSC was required for engineering visa. Now as the MOU has been suspended with KSCs, they are not asking it anymore. So mostly you can find all the companies through LinkedIn profiles or through your connections. You have to make sure that you have proper connections if you want to come here. If you are coming in Kuwait without any kind of connection, or if you do not know anyone, it will be very difficult for you to survive, because you will have to do house hunting, you will have to do grocery shopping and lot of things. Once you are hired, the ideal position is the company will offer you the air tickets as well as the accommodation expenses. If they are not offering you the accommodation expenses or the air ticket, you have to think twice and you should be able to afford your expenses. Otherwise, it is better you stay back in your country and do not think of coming here. Also, if you are a core engineer, then it will be much more easier for you, because IT sector is not that much developed as it is developed in India. So if you are a civil, mechanical, electrical, instrumentation engineer, then it is much more preferable for you to come here. First of all, once you approach a company and you give them all your documents, they will take your interview, and once you are selected, they will give you a visa paper. That visa paper hard copy will arrive to you at your address if you tell them, or if someone is coming from Kuwait, they can bring that paper to you. Using that paper, you will have to get your visa stamped from the Kuwait Embassy, and there will be a small stamping where the Kuwait entry visa and work visa information will be mentioned. Using that visa only you can enter Kuwait. Without that, you will not be able to enter Kuwait. So once you receive that visa, you will have to get your PCC done through the passport website. Once your police clearance is done, then you will have to go through a medical process which is listed in the GAMCA website. So you will have to clear the medical. If you are unfit, then they will mention as unfit and send it across, and your visa will be cancelled. If you are fit, then your visa will be approved, and that is the final step for beginning the process to come to Kuwait. Once all this is done, you can book your air tickets and you can just show your PCC and your Kuwait stamped visa on your passport and the air ticket counter, and they will be allowing you to board the flight to come to Kuwait. Once you get down in Kuwait, then the Kuwait process begins. Like, you will also have medical in Kuwait, so make sure that you do not do any forgery while your medical test is done in India, because if you do anything wrong, you will get caught here and you will be banned from GCC. So make sure that everything you do to come to Kuwait is done legally, and do not go with any illegal things. Even if you find a lot of companies, they will give you a temporary visa, they will ask you some money to come to Kuwait. Do not follow them, because there is no guarantee, and if you get caught, it will be a very big problem for you. And if you are sponsoring anyone after coming here and getting caught after that, there will be a much more bigger problem for you. Now, regarding the salary structure, for surviving a normal life in Kuwait, you will need at least 400 KD salary as a person if you are living individually, because the average rent of the houses here for the family houses here starts from 300 KD. So if you are a single person who is just earning 400 KD, then 300 KD will go away in your rent itself. If you are 2 or 3 people in your family who have a combined salary of more than 1000 or 1500 KD, then it is very easy for you to afford a house here which is having a basic lifestyle and a structure. Now, if you are coming as a single bachelor, then you will be living in a shared accommodation. The rent of the shared accommodation depends from company to company. A lot of people live together and have a wooden partition in between, so their rent starts from 50 KD to 100 KD. So if you are earning 400 KD, you can just pay 50 to 100 KD. And for food and stuff, food is pretty cheap and pretty good quality in Kuwait, so it will not cost you more than 50 to 60 KD per month if you are having basic food. If you are having a lavish lifestyle, then you will have to spend more than 100 or 150 KD. Now, for the maids and the drivers, usually wherever they work with the Kuwaiti sponsor, they stay with their accommodation itself. So the Kuwaiti house is there, and besides them, they usually construct it for the maids and the workers to live there, because whenever they need their help, they can do it directly. And if you're coming here as a teacher, then in basic schools, the salary starts from 150 to 300 KD. This is the normal range for the teacher salaries. It is not that much high. So if you are having a better job in India, then you will have to think before coming here, because it will involve a lot of process, as well as the salary ranges this much. And for doctors and engineers, the salary ranges from 1000 to 3000 also. So it is totally dependent upon you and your quality and your negotiating skills with the company, that how much they can give it to you. If you are qualified enough, if you are good enough, the company will offer you more. If they see you not qualified enough, then they will reduce the amount. In driver professions, there is one more profession, which is the delivery driver. In India, we have Swiggy, Zomato. Here we have Talabat, Deliveroo and Catch, some companies like that. So for that also, there is a separate process. You can come here as a driver visa on them, and they will help you to transfer your visa to these companies, and also they will help you with the driving license. And if you want to know more about how to come through family visa and how to come through visit visa, family visa video is here. You can watch it after this video, and for visit visa, you can watch the video here as well. There are multiple links in my channel where I have described as to complete process of how to come to Kuwait in these type of visas. So you can follow those videos and get an idea about it. And needless to say, if you have any kinds of doubts or any kinds of queries, you can comment down below, or else you can reach out to me on Instagram and TikTok. I also have my Hindi channel, which is mentioned here. This is Fit Food Blogger Hindi. If you want to know the information in Hindi, I have posted this video in Hindi as well. So subscribe and follow my channels on all the platforms so that you do not miss out on any kinds of updates. See you in the next video.